and welcome to City Skylines. Jeremy Greenaway is in the way. So, I guess it's in his name. This is our beautiful city. There's a lot to get into, just in case you've never seen this game before. In that case, you're pretty stupid. It's not new. Have you not been paying any attention to what's happening in the world? Can you go away, you lot, citizens? I have 0 residents. I don't know who you think you are. Anyway, this is our wonderful city. The map is called Swampland. Piper, I swear to God. I called it Swampland. That's actually the name of it. I didn't name it that. But it's a heather. Is there a way I can turn you off? No, that just makes you look different. But, you know, it's called Swampland after the wonderful place we spent the entire of Season 1 of The Sims. Heather again. Heather doesn't know what's good for her, it would seem. Yes, so we're going to be spending a wonderful time in the swamp. Rosemary is not going to be with us. You know what? Bear with me for 1 second. Alright, we are back. I have turned off the Twitter because they were getting annoying. To give you a short tour, this is what we have so far. I thought I'd build a little bit of a start just to get you going. I haven't zoned it yet because you didn't deserve that. That's viewable content. Because this series we're going to be doing lots of building, and I don't know what you're into, but I might need to cut some of it or time-lapse it because it takes me a long time to build things. This took me about 2 hours. I'm not good at using my time efficiently, mainly because I was also watching the Golden Girls, but that's fine, that's fine. The fact that I can't do one thing at once is fine. This is a commercial building. You can zone commercial, but only if you're a square. We have fancy mods, loads of them, so we're going to be placing wonderful places like this hotel, and this shopping centre, Piggly Wiggly, Dollar Tree, of course, where you buy your money trees from The Sims 2. What else did you think they sold there? Honestly, you're just not very smart. And there's also these parking lots. I can promise you that I will never allow placing these to be filmed on camera because nothing makes you want to gouge your eyes out of your head more than tediously placing 15 trillion little parking spots. It's the worst part of this game, and it will drive you nuts if you let it. So let's zone things. Green is for residential. If you watch my SimCity, you'll know that I'm very bad at this. I'm very bad at most things. If you watch my Tropico, you'll know that most cities I build tend to go either bankrupt or down in flames, shopping mall related flames. So place your bets in the comments. How is this city going to be destroyed? But one thing City Skylines does give me is lots of freedom to build lots and lots of roads. Which, if you're you remember SimCity, roads are my thing. Who doesn't love roads? Weirdos. That's right, weirdos. Weirdos don't like roads. Roads are the best part of any city. You can't have a good city without roads. So yeah, I'm going to be building loads of roads and sharing with you my tips on how to build roads. The plan so far is this is where we are now. You might have observed. This is the highway. It's going to go down here, and we're going to build this second highway, which is going to go sort of round the edge, you know? So, because we've got our own little kind of island here. I don't know what that is. That's like the leaky bit of the island. Hope we don't go there. But that is the baseline of the plan so far. And this is our wonderful housing development. Oh, hold on. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. I just had to turn off the feature where it disables building construction at night time. Because if you hadn't noticed, down here, it is 3 AM. You might say, it doesn't look like 3 AM. That's because I turned off the day and night cycle, at least for the first episode, because for some reason you always start at midnight in this game. And when it gets dark, it doesn't get dark in like a fun way, where, you know, it makes things look nice. It gets dark in the, I can't see what I'm doing kind of way. And I figured if we turn that on, we can vote in the comments. I'll turn it on episode 2. And then on episode 3, we can vote which way we like better. But I figured on the first episode, you probably want to see things. It is fun. It really makes the game, the seeing. So yes, this is my little housing development. patented design by me. A good city planning rule of thumb: streets that connect are streets you'll regret. You don't want to be regretting things. Cul-de-sacs will save your life. Because the people in this game, as you might have guessed by the fact that they're always on Twitter, are the worst people in the world. And they will take any opportunity to run wild in your city and do terrible things. So you want to funnel them onto only specific roads. If they have loads of choice on where to go, they will make the worst possible choice. Because they suck. So, in other news, we have natural resources. This yellow bit is farms. So we could build a massive farm here, and that'd be fun. And you know what? I think that's what we might do. Because also, this city, it's got nothing right now. We've got no healthcare, no emergency services, police department, education. Well, we do have transport. We've got roads. So, roads are different from transport, apparently. This is like bus, you can tell by the image. We're not going to have a bus. We learnt from Tropico, a bus is just a longer car to clog up your roads with. We can also have a post office. We're not having that. Who wants a post office? We can have a hot air balloon, which seems a bit stupid to me, and an airport. We are probably going to get an airport at some point because people really need to get here. Normally you have to unlock these things slowly and it's boring, so I'll turn that off, because really we want to do it all from the beginning. Because you want to be waiting around for stuff? No. The only reason we should wait is because we are going bankrupt, which will be most of the time, like right now. So let's carry on zoning, shall we? It's always fun to zone things, because we don't want to go bankrupt. We really don't. Honestly, it took me a very long time to get this map. I went to like 15 different ones. Originally it was going to be in the desert, but you know, the desert map I found was Arrowhead Valley, and let's just say, bit of a mess. If you don't give me one thing that's straight, I'm fine with bends and angles, really, but if you don't have one thing that is parallel to some other thing, I'm out. That is honestly really annoying. You can't do that to me. It's abuse. Why don't we start building things? I'm sure that's what you came here to see. Or you came here to listen to my wonderful voice, because I'm such a famous YouTuber, and you're just wondering what I do with my time when I'm not doing this, which is nothing. Nothing. I have no life. So why don't we build another wonderful area around here? It does have a coal power plant next to it. Let's look at the pollution radar. Where's the foul bit? Yeah, that. And that's the sewage. You don't want to put things by that. And we learned that from SimCity. Right, so we can build some pretty streets. I might stop talking and do a time lapse, because why not? I haven't done one of those before on the channel. Alright, we are back. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. So maybe I could have done some talking. I don't know, do you like time lapses? Do you not? You can leave that in the comments, and I'm going to need that comment today, rather than tomorrow. So this is the new neighbourhood. We can ignore the fact that part of it connects to the sewage dump. I'm sure the sewage dump won't always be there. That is... Well, it's not a promise, it's... Well... Look, don't mind. Don't mind that. Don't mind it, you guys. It's fine. The sewage is just a nice smell for you to enjoy. Right. I can see loads of cars, which means our citizens have finally arrived. It takes them a while to get here, so they have to drive all the way from the out there. Scary place. And obviously, we now get to zone the district. You can make loads of parts of your cities into districts, and we're going to name them. Like this one. This was the first district, so I named it Plymouth Rock, because, you know, first place. I thought that was creative. If you don't think it's creative, well, I don't care. I can't hear you. So, suck on that. But other than that, there are so many people who help contribute to this amazing show, all of which deserve a place named after them. Probably a good place. So, for the first one, I've got to thank Fiorella Butcher. How am I going to incorporate Fiorella Butcher into a district name? I don't know. I'm not aware. I'll do some pipes and I'll have a think, because, you know, it's not a fancy name. Well, it is a fancy name. It's not a name that makes town good. You can't make a town. There's no place called Fiorellaville, because that just sounds terrible. And we can't have things sounding terrible. We can't have things being terrible. If I name these places after people, they've got to be good places. You know, not like what happened on The Sims, where some terrible, terrible Sims have been named after people who really aren't that bad. So I promise, you guys, I really promise they're not as bad as they seem. So yeah, what's this place going to be called? It's got to be Butcher something. Fiorella, it doesn't make a good name. Butcher's a more common thing. So what about Butcher Park, Butcher Plaza? It's not really a plaza, is it? Or a park. We haven't got a single park in this whole town. It's kind of by a river. We could incorporate that. It's kind of by a sewage plant. Sorry about that. See, I have some for a few others. I don't know why. I don't know why that when it comes to naming districts, I decided to pick the one that I didn't have a pre-prepared name for. That really was not a smart move. I had a fantastic idea. We don't need to incorporate Fiorella Butcher into here. We need to incorporate the sounds and still make it sound like a classy place to live. So, oh, I also forgot I didn't style the districts. We style everything European suburbia, because it looks nicer than the other one, which looks like hot, stinky crap. And also, it's an expansion pack, and I paid for it, and I'm going to use it, I swear to God. They took my £3, and I swear, if I don't put it in every single place I ever build, it'll never be worth it. We're going to name this Fyosset. It's a wonderful place to live, so much better than this place next door, which appears to be full of crime and abandoned buildings and people who don't know how a street works. Sometimes they don't know how streets work. It's a problem. That's why we have this traffic manager. So yeah, they don't know that they can enter junctions. I don't know why. They're not very smart. And I also don't know how this works, so I just click all of them till they're green. I'm not the smartest, you know. And look, the people are at the supermarkets. Sometimes their cars float above the parking. They're weird like that. I don't know. I have no idea what causes this. I used to think that it's because the parking lots weren't level, but the parking lots are level. And so, then I used to think that maybe if you put them down and copied and pasted it somewhere else, it didn't realise that the ground was different, and that's what caused them to float. But that doesn't appear to be true either. Some cars, like up here, can sit on the ground, and some of them do not. They're weird. They don't know where the ground is. This one, I'm going to give them, because this one appears to be going down a cliff. We can fix things like this. we can grab one end of you, like this, and just sort of go up there, level it out a bit. Wow, oh look, now everyone's safely on the... Oh no, they're still not safely on the ground. You see, they're a bit odd, these people. A bit odd. But still, at least we've got enough parking for them. If they don't have enough parking, bad things happen. Bad things can happen a lot in this game. It's really, this series should just be called Bad Things Happen. I notice you've abandoned your house. And by house, I'm using that term very liberally. That is a shack. Do you know what happens to live in shacks? Have you not seen Tropico? Oh look, you're going somewhere. I just see you get in your car. Stop this. You are Edward Cook. You are going to the... Is that tree in that person's house? Well, ignore that. You're going to the coal power plant. The SC3000 coal power plant. And you're a cleaner. Well, that's not very fancy, is it? We don't really want to be attracting that sort of person. We want, you know, executive power plant employee. But, you know, we don't have any schools or police or fire or medical care or landfill or anything, really. I can see why people don't want to come here. Yes, come to the power plant. Come for the power, stay for the pollution. Yes, are you going to park? Are you, we're all spinning around. See, they do that weird thing, so I haven't put a cul-de-sac at the end of that street. I'll do that. Why am I complaining about problems when I could be fixing said problems, for I am the mayor? Wow, look at that. And that person didn't even care. Well, screw you, Mary. God, everyone's coming to the power plant today. And nobody's moving into Fyosset. More fool you, losers. Maybe we should speed up time. It is 8:33 AM. So, interestingly, we are sort of, I would say, 3/4 of the way through the episode. If we did have the day thingy on, we just spent that entire time in pitch black. So, that is interesting. I don't really play with it on, mostly, because I'm just a crazy person. Who needs night when you can have permanent sunshine? I don't get sunshine in real life. I have to treat myself. Look, it's a van with a hot dog on it. That's interesting. Stop this. Oh my god, there's another one. He's going to the check into cash store. Why do they need hot dogs? Sir. Yeah. Escape. I see how it is. We're still not making any money. Which is really bad, because if you want police and stuff, you have to pay. That is how things work around here. People are starting to move in, though. That's so nice of them. Yeah. We're all very happy. Maybe I will rejoin you when we've actually got an income. Alright, we're still bankrupt. Don't get excited, but we're about to hit 500 residents, so do get excited. 487, 488, 98, 503! Wow, that didn't go up in a logical order at all. But yeah, 500 people have decided to live here. In the worst town in the world. They've got no services and everyone appears to be a criminal. What's wrong with you? Crime rate is high. Well, stop doing crimes. Oh god, people are robbing the wine and liquor store. There is like a bank next door. But no. You see, they got no schools. That really are. Bit thick. Oh my, someone has died. There's been a murder at the Daffodil residence. I think it was Reverend Green. It's always Reverend Green. Okay, well, they're dead. They kind of need a cemetery. I feel like that's a pressing issue. We probably shouldn't wait on that one. Let's slow down time before the corpses start to rot. That'll be very distasteful. Where can I put a cemetery? We don't want to crush it in a farm. And we also don't want to end up, you know, building farms around the cemetery, because I might imagine that would be very distasteful as well. So why don't we go up here? This is part of a future suburb, which I actually know what this one's going to be. It's what I was going to name that one, but, you know, given the name, it has to be near farms. So the person who may or may not be watching, well, they'll know who it is, but you won't. The rest of you commoner viewers. You don't know what I'm on about, and you never will. That's the beauty of this series. I ramble on, and I make no sense. So, where are we going to put this? Should we put it close to the highway? Probably not. Probably not. People don't like those. Especially when they're visiting the dead. They're highly distasteful. And also, that's just a whole cul-de-sac I made that street. Odd. Highly odd. We can tuck in the cemetery there. And then we can just extend the street just slightly. And we can have some wonderful parking. Yes. For the dead. And all their visitors. Yes. Beautiful. Except really, really highly non-beautiful. I don't like how there's this big empty space now. So, you know what, let's have a street of housing. I'm never satisfied. Wow. Wow. I should have measured the distance from the highway before I built the cemetery. The more you know. Okay, well, that's going to go there. Then this one's going to go here. And that tells me the cemetery needs to go not there. Which is... That's right, you can basically describe most things that I build need to go in places that are not there. As in the place that I've put them. Let's rotate the cemetery. Rotate. It's a good job there's no dead people in there. Because once you get dead people in the cemetery, you can't move it. They have this weird problem that you shouldn't be digging up the graves, and it's highly rude to the poor citizens. Honestly, they're just a bunch of fusspots, these people. Wow. Love when that happens. You see why the parking lots probably aren't going to be thing I show? Because they're awful. And also, most things I do are awful. Like, this is just proving that I'm a terrible, terrible builder. If you watch to this point in the video, first of all, well done. And second of all, get your head checked out. But yeah, they've definitely turned off by now. So let's put some parking in. I'll show you this one time, just so you know how it works and why I won't be showing it. You have to first line it up, then do that thing, and rotate it a bit so it fits, and then click, and then turn that thing off. And you just got to do that for as large a size of parking lot as you have. As we can see, these people park like that. That's another thing about this game. Parking doesn't work like you think it would. Like, they don't find the parking spot, they find the building, and then when they get to the building, they're already there, technically. So their car just sort of floats to the nearest available parking spot. Roads, you know, not an object to them. You're going to the cemetery, you're a cleaner. Is everyone in this town a cleaner? How do you have a sports car when you're a cleaner, Cedric? Are you the one committing all the crimes? Because I need to have a word with you, if you are. Yeah, highly suspicious. What are you cleaning? The gravestones? Are you a camper van? No, you're just a regular van. I don't like the man in a van who hangs out the cemetery. And I don't like how you are floating about 7 feet from where the parking lot is. Is that what causes it? Is it the height difference between the front of the building and the back of the building where the parking lot is? Because that is insane. And you know what? You're not having parking. If you're going to do something like that, I can tolerate like a couple of feet. But if you're going to pull something like that, you're parking on the street. And that's what you deserve. Citizenry. Honestly, how rude. Well, I think I'm going to leave you there. We've got a massive crime problem. No funds. And, you know, 699 idiots who decided to move into this place governed by me. Tune in the next episode to find out how this all comes crashing down.